My 30s, I could have worked every day if I wanted to, but I had children and I didn't want to work every day. I see even now, you know, I think I like a little bit of time off, but I had to protect myself back then. But my 30s were really easy. I could have done a lot more in my 30s, but there is that cutoff point that happens for women where they somehow don't know what to do with us anymore. I think the reason that happens is men in our social structure, as men age, they are still seen as sexy and vibrant and interesting, and they start to get lines, and we think they're rugged and handsome. And when women age, somehow we've been portrayed as this perfect, innocent little doll for so long. Even if we're sassy to them, it's still this perfection or what. I think our culture has really harmed women in so many ways, and now hopefully it's going to change with time's up, but it's not going to happen fast enough for me. I've already lost a lot of time, but. And I say this, and it's not because I'm like the person in Magic Mike XXL. I don't really want to be with a younger man. I mean, that's not the issue, but I know 100% sure that if you put on our screen a 60-year-old man with a 40-year-old woman, you automatically make that 60-year-old man look virile and sexy and desirable, but you never do the opposite. So psychologically, we have been trained that a 60-year-old man is scrumptious, but you put a 40-year-old woman with him. But we would never do the same thing around. If you did start doing the opposite, it wouldn't take long for a 60-year-old woman to start to look just as sexy and desirable as a man. It's a psychological trick.
Gotta wait for it to bleep. It's quite annoying.
Okay.
Just bring your hair.
Okay.
Maybe just touch. There we go. Like that. That's lovely. Yeah, that's nice. Great stuff. All right. That's great.
It's good.
Yeah.
You want men to say, okay, yeah, I see your point. You're right. That's really what you want so badly, because it is the truth. It's just the truth, and I don't understand. I do understand. When you have all the power, why do you want to give it up? When you get everything you want and you actually think you're entitled to it and that you don't need to give the woman the same privileges because they're just women. That's really honestly the way we've been treated. But you're a woman. And it goes back. I was in therapy. So in therapy, and I was doing Jungian therapy. And my therapist told me, he goes, "Now don't read this chapter, or don't get upset when you read this chapter." So of course it was the first thing I read, and it was Carl Jung talking about a woman's places in the home, and she's supposed to take care of the children and the house. And if she tried to get out of if she wanted anything else, she's basically crazy. So that's how far we've had to come. And those ideas still exist. I remember when I had my children telling people that, my husband changed diapers, and that was just, revolutionary at that point, that a man changes a baby's diaper. I mean, look how far we've had to come. And I was one of those women that was making all the money, and yet I still was expected to play this antiquated role of what a woman is. I'm supposed to still run around and clean up the house and be docile and be really pretty and do all that, and I'm paying for everything. Can I just say one last thing? I have to tell you this because it drove me crazy. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. My kids and their father was great. By the way, he could cook too. So we were original for our age group. There was a lady in this neighborhood where I lived, because he used to come to watch my kids dance. And I went to watch them dance too. And she was like, oh, isn't it so sweet? He comes to see them dance. And I was like, well, I come too. And she goes, but you're the mother. You're supposed to. I was so astounded. But what I was thinking is, yeah, and I'm paying for the classes. I just was like, what are you talking about? It's just insanity. Yes, we can both go. Guess what? We can both go. Isn't that normal? It's normal that he would go.